Yes, the show is on. Our show is on tonight. You are at IdeaHug. Check us out at IdeaHug.com. You made it to IdeaHug tonight. Man, good job. You know, we're all in this journey together, and we're doing our lives, we're doing our thing. Life is not easy, and then we all meet up here and now for the show. And so I think we owe ourselves a pat on the back. Pour yourself a nice drink. Put me on pause for a second. Okay, here's what you need to do. Put me on pause and go get yourself the beverage of choice and get yourself a little memo pad. Get your IdeaHug. Get your IdeaHug notebook out where you keep track of your good ideas. And get ready to take some notes. Get ready to come up with some ideas. Be inspired. So get yourself a drink. You are at IdeaHug. IdeaHug is the podcast where we take listeners' submitted ideas and we give their ideas hugs. God damn, I love it. I love this thing. I love what we get to do. And I love you. Maybe you just needed to hear me say, I love you. I love you. I'm here for you. We're at IdeaHug. You can check us out on Twitter, Instagram, all at IdeaHug is our name, is our handle. We're even on YouTube. Check out the IdeaHug YouTube channel. And obviously our website is where all the shit goes down, IdeaHug.com. And if you want to submit an idea, and if you want to get your idea hugged and get it out here to give it some major positive props, some major positive vibes, submit your ideas to myideahug@gmail.com. It's myideahug@gmail.com, and we'll get you going. All right. But yeah, we got a great show for you tonight. I'm excited about it. Submit your ideas to myideahug@gmail.com, and tonight's submission comes from, the handle is fire 100. Fire 100. I like it. That's like 4 emojis. Fire 100. Don't you love it when people send you that, their response, you tell them like, hey, I got that job interview, I got that promotion we've been talking about, and they send you back the emoji 100, like you got a perfect score on a test. Okay, that 100 emoji, that's got to be the most mysterious emoji out there. What the fuck does that mean? Anyway, this submission tonight, this idea comes from Fire 100, and the idea is this: we ought to get back to the way of old-timey speakeasy type bars. Okay, she wants to see a chain of bars so that you can, when you're on business travels, you can find these type of bars. She wants to see a chain of bars that have old school qualities and create that old school culture, that speakeasy type kind of low key bar culture, lounge culture. And she gives 3 examples of some rules that have to take place to kind of create this like safe, old school, fun kickback environment. Number 1, the first rule she says here in her idea for this bar business, and I know some of this is happening already. I know some of these kind of like speakeasy type, like secret password to get in bars. You got to get on a waiting list for 4 months and fucking give a blood sample. I know some of this is happening, but she wants to see a chain, and she wants to see like this, someone capitalize on this business idea. All right, here's one of the rules in her old school bar idea. Only women can initiate pickups or bar conversation. Only women can initiate. All right. That's her first rule, and it's kind of a rule that goes across at all these bars. I like this idea. Okay, you come home, you're on your way home from work. You want to stop at a place and relax and have a drink to take the edge off before you get home. You want to go out on the weekend with your friends, and there's a lot of times you go out and you want to be flirted with. You want some attention. Whether it's good attention, bad attention. The ugly dude, the cute dude. But there's also times where you just want to go and be left alone. And sometimes you don't know what you want, but you just don't want the pressure of being stared at and gawked at and wondering if that person's going to come over and kind of ruin your night, okay? So only women can initiate. I know this is not a sexist thing. This is just a rule. So women can only initiate the conversation. I've got a couple thoughts on that. I'll tell you my thoughts later. I like it, though. I like it. It's a cool rule, and probably when you get there, the server's like, and just so you guys know, the 3 rules of Fight Club, the 3 rules of our old school bar chain. Okay. One is only women can initiate that. That's cool. The second rule is you gotta check your cell phones at the door. This is wild. This is fucking wild. Okay, this is more intense than the first rule. The second rule is they have a little safe, and the host who you check your cell phone. Wow. That means this, not only are you not going to be distracted by hopping on your screens and doing your thing. This is extreme. But then you're not going to distract other people, and you have to like read the newspaper or speak to a human being. Okay, so you don't have like the easy out of jumping back on your cell phone. That's a challenge. Basically, these two rules just created a challenge. Like, is this bar easier to hang out at or more difficult to hang out at? Like, are we so far down the line of like just needing our cell phones, needing our handheld computers, our handheld rocket computers, that would this be a challenging place? So those are the two rules. And then it's just a fun place to hang out. So only women can initiate pickups and hookups, and no cell phones. Okay, I don't know if you have to check your cell phones, and I don't know what she's saying here, or you just got to keep your cell phone in your pocket. And if they see you pull out your cell phone, someone comes up to you and you're like, whispers in your ear, excuse me, we're gonna need to ask you to put that away, or you'll be dismissed from our special property here. I don't know how it works, but I see the idea you're going for. It's like an opportunity to enter into another world. Okay, all right. So those are the two rules. That's kind of the makeup. And I assume that these places have a look all their own. I assume that these places have, like Edison bulbs. You know what the Edison bulbs is? Those light bulbs, those big old-timey light bulbs that kind of give that dimly lit. Maybe there's always a fire and candles lit in these places. And for sure, the serving staff and the bartenders got to look badass, okay? We need fucking mustaches and hipster outfits. And they have to have impeccable service. Just like old school service, that type of service where, yeah, excuse me, miss, yeah, sure, madame, sir, that kind of talk, where they just soothe you with their silky voice. Okay, so I'm assuming that's kind of the look they're going for here. I've got some thoughts on this. And now it's time for my 3 thoughts. These are my 3 thoughts on your idea. These are my 3 thoughts, gonna make you see it, that I've got good ideas too. I've got good ideas too. Damn, that was smooth. Damn. Oh my god, that was smooth. I think that was my smoothest jingle yet. And for the My 3 Thoughts jingle, I might have to hold on to that. You're with us at IdeaHug tonight. Check us out on IdeaHug.com. And if you have an idea, submit it to myideahug@gmail.com. It's myideahug@gmail.com. Tonight's submission, tonight's idea that we are hugging and we're giving mad hugs. We're making love to this idea. This idea is having sex with me right now. This idea is falling in love with me, and this idea and I are staring at each other from across the way. This idea is a chain of bars with old school rules, like you can't use your cell phones, and only women can initiate conversation with the men, to kind of keep like that like sexual aggressive kind of safety thing in check. And also to make the bar about something else besides, hooking up and aggression, and, to try to stimulate some human connection. Okay, so I've got some thoughts. So this is the time of the show where I give my 3 thoughts, okay? So one of the rules that our listeners submitted is that only women can, only a woman can initiate a conversation or like a pickup with a guy. And the dudes just kind of have to hang out and do their thing. And if they are approached, I think it should be even more formal than that. Okay, so my first thought is this. If there's like a woman there and she's got an idea, of a guy she likes or she's interested, she wants to talk to a dude. My thought is that she's got to go through the server or the bartender, and it's got to be this like really fun formal thing. You know how much of a kick that would be. So she goes, hey bartender, the gentleman, down at the end of the bar with the black shirt with the, that guy. I'm interested in him, and would you just let him know, like, if he's up for it, he could come say hi. like permission granted. And then the bartender walks down to the other end of the bar, and he's like, hello, sir. I hope you're having a fabulous evening tonight. My name is Carruthers, and if you'll notice, the beautiful young lady down at the end of the bar has requested your attention, and you don't have to, but at any time you have full permission now to engage with her and to speak with her. You have been given that clearance. No pressure, but it is there for you. It is available for you. Also, I have just now been informed that there is another woman. There's another woman in the back lounge who has requested your attention as well. And so now, sir, you have 2 freedom passes for these two. Like, how dope would that be? I mean, it would be like stepping into this bar as a dude. It would be so fucking freaky because, you know, you potentially could get your feelings hurt. You know, you spend a whole night there and no one requested your attention. Or you got like extra requests. But either way, like, it doesn't mean anything about you. You need to love yourself. Love yourself first, okay? But how exciting would that be? And I just love the old formal. So my first thought is, you know, if the rule is that men cannot initiate conversation, only women can, they have to do it through like the third party of the server or the bartender, and then messages get passed along. Well, that would be a trip. Okay. Number 2, if we're going for this old school feel, if we're going for like human connection, we're trying to like get something cool here, have a place where people can relax and feel safe. No TVs, okay? No TVs. I know that's a crime. That's a sin. No TVs, no cell phones, no TVs. And live music only, okay? We're not going to just put on Pandora and bust through the, you know, get the speakers bumping in there or bring a DJ in. Nope, it's live music only. So no matter what's going on, there's more human connection. So my second thought is live music only. No TVs. What, you know, and you're like, really? Could a bar have live music every single time? Like, you know, let's say your bar hours are, you know, 5 or 6 till closing time, whatever that is, 2:00. You can totally pull that off. You know, you don't have to have a world-class band every night. You can have jazz music. You can have some light, you know, guitar music. You can have some rocks, all different. You know, you can have hip hop artists, poetry, different things. You can even just have someone sitting in the back strumming a guitar. You know, keeping the place lively. Okay, there's 1,000 different options, but that creates human interaction too, because then you got someone up on the mic telling stories about the songs they wrote. You got someone up on the mic, you know, allowing the crowd to interact and getting people to connect with each other. It's a brilliant idea. So live music only. And imagine being this chain of bars and you get to claim that. You know, you get to claim that only women can hit on the men there, you know, or whatever. Live music only, no TVs, no, you know, set playlists and, you know, regular music. Fuck, this is amazing. And you get to claim that, and you have the classiest serving staff in town. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. All right, my third thought of my 3 thoughts. My third thought is this: you got to prepare the patrons ahead of time, in a gentle way, that there's some rules in this fucking bar, okay? In this new style, in this new chain of like speakeasies, of lounges, there's some rules, okay? So like how about there's a waiting room? There's like this little waiting room before you get into the bar. And like this really cute hostess comes out and she greets everyone and she's like, now, just so you all know, here's how shit goes down at our establishment. And she's giving you rules, but she's so cute and she's so personable and she's so friendly that you're like, fucking give me 1,000 rules. I love it. And I love you. So there's this waiting room, and you're just all of a sudden you're bombarded with the rules of the establishment. You know, only women can initiate conversation with the men. You know, it's a safe place. It's a non-aggressive place. There's no TVs, no cell phones allowed. It's live music. It's human interaction. It's old school. There's funky, weird, like secrets and rules that take place. And maybe, you know, the hostess also prepares you like, there may be a time where someone comes up to you and has requested your attention. Like, what the fuck? Well, that would be a trip. And even just that little exposure, that little dramatic moment right in the waiting room before you get into the bar, before you get to your table, that would be fun too. This whole thing has kind of like an entertainment factor to it, okay? There's a little bit of theatrics, there's a little bit of theater to this bar idea, okay? Some of these speakeasies that are popping up now, bringing people back to the days when there weren't cell phones and TVs and reminding us that, when you go to the bar, you sit there and you talk with the bartender, you make a friend. Okay. And those are some of the things that we might have forgotten. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell you, I've done this shit before. I've gone to a bar or a restaurant by myself and just like played on my phone the whole time. Watched movie trailers, connected with my friends, updated my Instagram, done all that shit, got my Twitter fucking firing. Check us out on Twitter, IdeaHug. So I've done that before, and sometimes it's good veg time. But this is not that bar. This is not that bar. There's other bars for that. You go to this bar to kind of like, you go to this idea so that you can kind of overcome your fears a little bit. You gotta try to be social. You gotta listen to live music and culture and poetry and performing acts. You kind of have to be red-faced a little bit as a maybe an aggressive male, perhaps. Not saying all males are by any means, but this is just the rule of this establishment. You are subject to not just thinking you can go up and talk to any woman you want. There's rules. So it's a challenge, and it's theatrical, and it's a cultural shift. And I think this would be sweet. I think this would be a cool place. What a cool idea. Thank you so much. Fire 100 for your submission. Your idea gets a mad hug. Your idea gets mad love. And I hope someone runs with this. I've seen some things like this. And that's the thing about IdeaHug. Even if your idea is not 100% original or brand new, we're still going to give it a hug. We want to love you and love your ideas. Don't let your ideas hide in the dark. That's what IdeaHug is all about. And if your idea gets, 1 million likes or somebody ends up hating it, it doesn't matter, because over here we love it. Send your ideas to myideahug@gmail.com. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram. And we got everything going. It's IdeaHug. Just look it up. Check it out on YouTube. And you guys have a great night. Check out our other podcasts. We got our next podcast is coming up. It's a really cool idea. I'm really proud. We got so many ideas to choose from. Just picking them. We're so thankful for our submissions. But check out our next podcast. It'll be episode 7. And you're really going to like it. You guys have a great night.